the Philadelphia 76ers are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any destructive behavior, such as fighting, throwing up.
Happy Monday, everyone. This evening, we bring you the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, we've got the Philadelphia 76ers playing against the Chicago Bulls. If you like slow-paced basketball, you've come to the wrong place. These teams love to run.
Oh, they love to run. I mean, these teams score a great deal of transition baskets. They want to use their speed, their quickness, and attack the defense before it gets set.
And we talked about it for a few games now, but MP has been on a mission as of late to ensure he's taken home that Rookie of the Year trophy.
Well, they say to set realistic goals, and I'd say that goal is very realistic with the way he's played to this point. He is having a phenomenal rookie season.
And the starting group for Chicago. Levine and Williams are the two forwards. Then there's Jalen Smith. Then it's Lonzo Ball. And it's Wall in at the two-guard position. What a 22-23 season it was for Joel Embiid. Named MVP with the Sixers, Clark.
Yeah, and that was Philly's first MVP since the answer. Allen Iverson back in 2001. Embiid led the league in scoring at over 33 a game on 55% shooting from the floor. Remarkable. Nobody could stop him. He was virtually unguardable.
Maxey passes to Embiid. The teardrop. Right wing. For three, George. Williams grabs the board. About a minute played here so far in the first. Here's Wall. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Down low. Here's Maxey. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Ball. The Bulls have gone 1 for 3 so far. Wall gets the bucket.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Pass to Embiid. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
3 misses to start the game, still trying to break the seal on that hoop.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity. Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using it. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Philadelphia with another miss.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Wall gets the bucket.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flowing rhythm to their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Yabusele. The Sixers again can't hit. Chicago with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Wall on the take. To the left side wing. Ball finds Williams. Levine with it. He shoots. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here's McCain. Wall covering. George for 3. Chicago with a rebound. And they've been winning at a high level this season. Most games not even close. Their point differential is sky high.
Yeah, a lot of their games have been essentially over by the third quarter. Blowouts, big margins, really astonishing the dominance they displayed over the course of the season. I'm not sure we've ever seen a team so consistently dominant.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
Back to Maxey. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Z in their last game against the Suns played some superb basketball. He scored 64 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of 3. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
I know he was wide open, but that fadeaway was cash.
Clark, one of the league's premier scorers. Embiid does a lot of damage in the mid-range.
I tell you, for a guy as big as he is, I just marvel at his touch, his footwork, and the fact that he scores at all 3 levels. He scores at the rim, mid-range, he's dangerous, and then the three-point shot is one that he can knock down with decent regularity. So, at his size, most would like to see him attack the rim more, but I still marvel at his versatility as a scorer.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. This is that grind-it-out part of the year, Fred. Everyone just fighting through it.
No question, B.A. And it's not just physically exhausting. You're trying to focus on every game, every possession. This is where your leaders can help keep everyone focused.
Well, the last time the Bulls won a playoff series was back in 2015, Greg.
That was back when Butler and Rose were their leading scorers. And that just shows you just how long it's been. But they've been stuck in mediocrity ever since. And right now, they are desperate for a breakthrough season.
3rd team foul.
Left side, Maxey.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's 1:59 left now in the first quarter. Banked it in off the glass.
You know, Maxey finds all kinds of ways to score, and he knows only one speed. Flat out, all out.
Lowry against Wall. Pass to Horton Tucker. Outside, Williams. Outside Wall. The 3 is up. It's hauled in by Oubre. 76ers trail by 7. Here's Martin. There's 1:17 left in the opening quarter. Now Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Wall. Again, Philadelphia. 1:03 left in the first quarter of the game. Ball for 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Victory eluded them last time in Chicago when they faced the Bulls.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end. You know, he looks a little off-kilter to me this quarter, still trying to find his rhythm.
And it's Wall again missing.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Chicago leading by 5. Drummond grabs the miss.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
From the right block, and Maxey with the nice bucket inside.
With the speed at which Maxey plays, that pull-up is almost impossible to deal with.
Wall gets the bucket. Wall's got 16 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Bulls leading by 5. here for Chicago. On the court for Chicago, Talen Horton-Tucker is out there with Patrick Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey, then it's Torrey Craig, and it's Wall in at the 2 spot. Pass to McCain. Plenty of space. Nails it. And he's 1 for 5 with that one.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Outside Wall. Outside Horton-Tucker. Takes a 3. He buries it from 3. Wall's got 19 points.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
Here's Embiid. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got 4 rebounds in the game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Wall looking over the floor. Sweet little floater. And now a 10-point Bulls lead.
Showing off with the floater game. Not a shot you can swat.
And now Allie LaForce with an update on Kelly Oubre. What's news, Allie?
Thanks. I caught up with the head athletic trainer for the 76ers. He said it's a sprained wrist. Doesn't look like any torn ligaments, but considerable pain and swelling. A return tonight is no longer in the cards. The question now is this a multi-game injury? Something that's yet to be determined, guys.
Well, and Allie, it appears that he needs some work done before he comes back to this one.
And we all know that if it's something he can play through, he'll be back, no doubt. He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh?
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
Here's George. And yep, it's good. George has got his 2nd bucket of the night.
George takes the contact, but good body control there allows him to finish.
Ball, the pass to Horton-Tucker. Ball with it. Pass to Horton-Tucker. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Shoots. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got 5 rebounds tonight. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
George for 3. Knocks down the triple. George has got 8.
It was a rough start for them scoring the ball, but they look like now they're really finding their rhythm and flow.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Here's Wall to the paint. Out of bounds. It'll be Philadelphia's ball.
Sixers ball. Substitution on the court.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls with a 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
Acclimating to the league is not that easy. These guys are already accepting the challenges and the rigors of the NBA, and they're crushing it. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what. And now let's check out the game at hand. It was a solid first half effort for the Chicago Bulls. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. We've got Paul George. Joel Embiid is out there with Maxey. And it's Yabusele in at the 4 slot. That's the group in the game for the 76ers. Chicago leading by 9. Outside Wall. On the wing, Levine. Williams passes to Smith. Oh, got a piece of it. Oh, George with a steal. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
You gotta love Tyrese Maxey's approach to the game. He said, quote, "I really have a simple life. I have this joy about playing basketball. I like putting in the work, so I'm extremely focused, extremely competitive, and I'm out here having the time of my life. I get to do what I love every single day, and it's a blessing," unquote. Brian, he's such a positive guy.
Yeah, he really is. Thanks for that, Allie. Here's McCain. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. McCain's got 7.
George continuing to become a better passer. That's one area that's clearly improved over his career.
Williams finds Levine. Back to Williams. Outside Wall. Pass to Levine. Back to Wall. 6 to shoot. And the big finish by Wall.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Here's McCain. Wall covering. Now here's Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Wall for 3. And the three-pointer goes. Wall's got 30.
He's certainly been their go-to guy when it matters most. He's trying to close this one out.
Embiid, a screen on Levine. George for 3. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Wall gets the bucket.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
George outside. Here's McCain. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 3rd assist of the night.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
To the inside. Here's Embiid. Chicago grabs the miss. Smith's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Well, Grant, you often hear about how smooth Paul George's game is.
Yeah, I'll tell you this. Young players can learn a lot by watching his footwork. His timing, his ability to find the space he needs, it's just tremendous.
Wall against George. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there are still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, B.A., and with teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse, but some rebuilds take longer than others.
Martin, he's checked in for Philadelphia. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. Malik Monk comes in for Ball. Here's Yabusele, pass to McCain. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
You know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
His efficiency has been a big factor in helping them capture this lead.
Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
Here's Wall. Another bucket. Wow.
And now he is tied for the second most 40-point games in an NBA season. What an incredible year.
Boy, he's brought it every night, and nobody seems to have the answer for him.
Yeah, 52 times he's hit that scoring mark, tying Wilt Chamberlain's 1963 season. Just saying that out loud, I still don't believe it. The three-point shooting has been on point here in the second half.
Exactly what the doctor ordered. Those three-point bombs will erase the deficit quickly if they can keep it up.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Embiid can't hit.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Especially when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way they have. I mean, they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, I have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. White, he's checked in for Chicago. It's February. Let's see how things are shaping up in the East. You look at the... '76ers trail by 13. And so in the game for the Bulls, they've got Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams out there with Kobe White. Then it's Josh Giddey, and it's Wall in at the 2. Here's Gordon. And Gordon with the big finish.
Look at Gordon taking flight right to the rack.
The 3 is up. And Wall good for 3. Wall's got 47 points.
The defense has no answer for him at this moment.
Well, they're trying everything. Nothing's working. He's just piling up point after point.
Inside, here's Gordon. Good. And the assist to Embiid. Embiid's got 3 assists tonight.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Ball for 3. Have the Bulls get it back.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And there's the foul. It's on Kobe White. That's foul number 2 for him. Counsel, he's checked in for Martin. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Here's the pick. Gordon on the take. And Gordon with the big finish.
I like how Gordon stays low to the ground. Keeps that center of gravity anchored. Quick driving inside and excellent finishing at the basket.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Ball against Gordon. And he makes it on the layup. Gordon's got 8 here in this quarter.
Wow, they're really being taken advantage of defensively out there. No rim protection whatsoever.
It's Giddey on the wing. Here's Wall. Good! That's another bucket! And that gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's Embiid. And it's Giddey with a rebound.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And, of course, that one was just crazy.
76ers trail by 12. It's stolen by Wall. To the middle. Here's White. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Pass to Counsel. Yes, and it's Embiid picking up the assist.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Ball for 3. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Martin's got 4 rebounds now. Gordon attacking. Ooh, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
Pass to White. Ball for 3. Drops in the 3. Wall's got 54 points.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
So both teams making some changes here. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players, and he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie. The 3-ball. The rebound by Maxey. 76ers trail by 13.
Chicago foul.
Levine, he's checked in for White.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul. Bulls substitution.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Maxey finds Embiid. Back to Maxey. Jacks up a 3. The Sixers with another miss.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Pass to Embiid. Here's McCain from downtown. Good. And the assist to Embiid. McCain's got 21.
Nice job finding the open teammate that time. What a pass right there from Embiid.
All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Bulls.
Well, I think they've been lethal from beyond the arc this game, no doubt about it. Hard to defend such spot-on shooting.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
Pass to McCain. Puts up a 3. Second shot opportunity. Yes! Embiid from it close.
The size and strength of Embiid, he is absolutely mammoth. Really hard to deal with. You may need a couple of guys to box him out.
Left side Wall. Outside Levine. Ball finds Wall. And once again, off the mark by Chicago. 76ers trail by 12. Here's McCain. Tries again. And Embiid with the lay-in. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, go to that whenever you can. I mean, Embiid has a huge advantage in size and skill.
Left side Wall. Out to the wing. Ball passes to Wall. The 3. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's McCain. Pass to Maxey. Here's Embiid. Look at Embiid with the skilled finish.
Embiid, such a monster on the inside. He puts a lot of pressure on him.
Here's Wall. Hits yet again. Wow! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Fades away. Embiid misses. And the Bulls shooting it well, around 55% for the game.
Nothing left to do but to watch the clock tick towards 0. Nice victory here for the Bulls.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And with another win in the bag, they've racked up 46 total on the year. And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Z.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch.
To the left wing. Pass to McCain. 26 seconds left to play in the fourth. And the powerful one-handed slam. And it's Wall with the ball for the Chicago Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. And the Bulls lead by 13.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Fires the three. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. We'll see you next time.
You earned that one.
Let it be.
Win, pay the bills, baby.
Okay, most of the season has come and gone. We've seen all we've needed to see. Can we just give MP his Rookie of the Year already, while he's still young?
MP learned the hard way tonight. You talk a lot of trash, and you come up short, yeah, your rep gonna take a hit. You gotta do something about that quick, ASAP.
It seems like you really like talking to your opponents during the game. What is it about trash talk that you enjoy so much?
You know, honestly, it's just fun. You know, it keeps me engaged in the game, and it gives me that extra little bit of motivation. You know, we play 82 games in the season, so I got to find a way to keep things interesting. You know what I'm saying?
If it's all in good fun, are there areas or topics you won't touch?
Of course, you know, I'm not out there trying to talk about anyone's family, you know, their kids, their parents, you know. The NBA, it's a fraternity. We go at each other out there on the court, but at the end of the day, it's all love, you know. We're just hooping.
Feeling you, MP.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
up, MP?
Tickets are still available for the next game, so purchase your tickets today. Visit the ticket counter for available games or sign up for season tickets.
We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and accident-free. If you are having any issues at any time that needs to be addressed, please text the word Rockets, cover their issue, and seat location to 55555. A member of the operations team will respond immediately. Well, if you want to join us at Future Rockets game,
We are watching potentially the greatest offensive season in NBA history. MP, a chance to set a new single-season scoring record. The league cannot contain him. Welcome, everyone, to NBA basketball here on 2K Sports. Tonight, it's Noche NBA, a celebration of the amazing Latin culture in this league and its fans all around the globe. A great tradition we get to enjoy. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine and Williams up in the forward position. Z out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in at the 5 down low. And for the Rockets, running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Tari Easton is out there with Alperen Şengün. And it's Shepard in at the point. And teams getting geared up, Greg, for the stretch run. Does that give you extra motivation as a player?
Oh, yes. Seeing that finish line can really help you out down the stretch. As a player, ending the year strong is key, whether you're in the playoff race or in the lottery.
So the Rockets win the tip. Now Green. Pass to Brooks. Bean with the rebound. From deep, Wall. Eason grabs the board. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, here's what Houston's head coach had to say earlier. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete, can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways. That'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Pass to Shepard. Houston moving it around. And here's Green outside. Drills it from outside. Green's got 5 points so far.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
A wiry guard, Green's length can sneak up on you. Might have just surprised the shooter.
Hey, Greg, what do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
Here's Wall. That's good, and it's LaVine with the assist. He has 5.
Well, when LaVine looks to pass, it makes him so much more valuable.
Outside, Green. Back to Brooks. Takes the 3. Brooks can't get that one to fall. The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
That's Downing for Chicago. They won that game against Brooklyn. Fires the 3, and it's Wall. That time the assist by LaVine. 8 points for Wall. And we have to mention, Greg, the utter dominance MP has shown recently, right? A huge scoring night for him on insane efficiency. The numbers, you can't even believe what you're reading.
You just don't see stat lines like the one that MP had very often. Kevin, it looked like he had a cheat code on the way. He was making everything from the floor.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Pass to Green for 3. Down it goes for his 3rd basket in as many tries.
Oh, not even thinking about it. When Green is catching and firing like that, you know he's feeling it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Giddey. Chicago's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Took him no time at all on that one. And it's 13 points for Wall.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assist.
Pass to Shepard. Brooks outside. Eason with it. Clock at 6. Now Shepard trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Now here's Giddey. Nothing on the board.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Şengün with a screen on LaVine. The Rockets again can't hit. The Bulls leading by 3. Wall wide open. And that comes off the assist by Giddey.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
Green with the ball. Williams picks him up. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism. Şengün still able to play above the rim.
It's Wall with the drive. And it's blocked by Şengün. Green in the post. Guarded by Levine. Here's Şengün. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Şengün's got his second basket of the game. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
Wall's shot is off. The Rockets have gone. On 7 of 15 from the field to this point. Back to Brooks. There's the screen. Pass to Green from outside the arc. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They are tearing through the league right now with 15 wins in a row.
Well, just to be able to be on the call and see these guys in person is a real treat. They've been the talk of the NBA during this streak. The question now becomes, can they sustain the focus and level of intensity? They are looking quite comfortably in control, so it's going to be interesting to see.
Şengün, no good. And so Levine will bring it up now for Chicago. Their last encounter was in Chicago.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
Look at Green just taking off and throwing it down right in the face of the defense.
From deep, Wall. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got his 5th assist in this one. There's Green with the 3. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bulls lead by 3. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast. As the second... You got it! I see you, Group substitution here. Tari Eason's checked in for Smith. Brooks comes in for Whitmore. Green, he's checked in for Gary Harris. And Shepard subbed in for Thompson. And here's Wall outside. Rockets with the rebound. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And what an outstanding win it was. I mean, to get it the way they did in overtime made it that much sweeter.
What I love is that they never gave up on themselves. From the start of that game, they believed in their ability to win.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, guys. Z in that last game against Brooklyn put on a show. He finished up with 65 points. And as we've come to expect, he filled it up from three-point range whenever he could. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
And staying a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
From deep, Wall, and the rebound goes to the Rockets. Eason's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Green deciding where to go with it. And Green slams it in.
And scoring the ball has always seemed easy for Green. It's starting to show here in this game.
Wall, that's a 2-pointer. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got 7 rebounds in the game. Brooks the pass to Eason. Smith against Şengün. Makes it off the glass. Şengün's got the lead up to 12 now for Houston. Wall against Green. They need this. And he sinks it from deep. 3-pointer good from Wall. Wall's got 29 in the game.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Competitive, selfless, and a high basketball IQ. Şengün with the traits every coach loves.
2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Şengün.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Şengün hits them both. So, Stan, let me take you back to the 95-96 NBA season. It was your first year as an NBA assistant. And, of course, the Bulls winning 72 games in that season. Unbelievable.
They were incredible, but one of my great memories in that season, the day of the trade deadline, we sent out 5 guys, brought in 5 new guys. We had to play the Bulls that night. Only one of those players made it in. We had only 8 guys available, some guys who had hardly played for us. Rex Chapman.
And another one falls.
And as he continues to fill it up, guys, he's nearing first place all time for points in a season.
Yep, historically dominant, GA. He's put them on his back all season long.
And Wilt Chamberlain scoring 4,029 points back in 1962. A whole different era, to be sure, but to surpass that now would be almost inconceivable.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Houston on top, up by 8. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Hey there and welcome. It's getting hot in here in the postseason. Guys, I want to talk about something else for just a second. Is it me, or have the alternative jerseys around the league gotten a... And looking back on the first half of our game, it hasn't gone according to plan for the Chicago Bulls. Thanks for spending half...
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. What a game we're seeing from Z.
Well, through the first 2, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first 2 quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Levine and Williams up in the forward positions. Z out there with Josh Giddey. And it's Smith in its center. Screen by Şengün. Here's Shepard. Rebound by Smith. Bulls trail by 8. Wall. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 6 assists here tonight. Shepard the pass to Brooks. Here's Shepard. Houston moving the ball around. Şengün with a screen on Wall. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. All right, Stan, hypothetical situation. Down 1, shot clock is off. If you could pick anyone in the NBA, who do you want taking that shot?
Well, I'm going to go back in time a little bit, Kevin. The guy who really made my career for me as a head coach. I'm taking Dwayne Wade. He was the best that I ever saw. Not only did he have the ability to make clutch shots, he managed the game clock as well as anybody I've ever seen.
The situation was never too big for him, was it?
Never was, and he's so smart in addition to being as talented as he was.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go straight to the office and pull an all-nighter, trying to figure out what went wrong. Highs were too high and my lows were too low. You have to realize so much of it is just luck. The breaks of life. Kevin?
That's right, D.A. We respect Billy Donovan as much as any coach in the NBA. But a good outlook there, you're right. Hey, thank you. Williams takes the Wall. A three-pointer is right on target. Wall's got 37.
And that's just too much space to give a shooter like him. He works to get open, but the defenders have to work harder to nullify that.
Shepard with the ball. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. You know, Stan, as productive as Zach LaVine has been, you get the sense he wants to compete for titles. He wants more than just the individual stuff.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, at this point in his career, it just hasn't all worked for the teams he's been on yet, but he's still got some time to figure it out.
Yeah, he does.
Did Şengün answer the bell tonight, or what? Tremendous offensive performance.
Outside Williams, back to Wall. Yet another bucket.
And with 40 points for him, his climb towards history continues.
GA, it seems like every time he takes the floor, it's a step closer to the record for most 40-point games in a season.
And historians might have guessed that the most 40-point games in a year was from Wilt Chamberlain's incredible 1962 campaign. It will be hard to match 63 games of 40 or more, but
he got it again. Sensational.
A day has come that I thought we'd never see. He has done the impossible.
A new record for points in a season. Incredible.
He has broken Wilt Chamberlain's historic mark from 1962. It stood for decades until now.
And MP is at center court with the mic in hand, ready to say a few words to this very grateful crowd.
I'm truly fortunate to be here tonight, having set the record for most points in the season. Wow. I've done a lot to be proud of, but this one right here, this one is special. So I couldn't have done it without my teammates supporting me and my coaches putting me in a position to succeed. All of my family and my friends growing up, I appreciate y'all. So thank you all so much. Thank you.
I love this, Greg. MP showing love for everyone who got him here. To the top. Here's Shepard. It's a 2-point differential. Down low, here's Green. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
From deep, Wall connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. And the Rockets got their guy with the number 3 overall pick, Reed Sheppard, who brings elite shooting, blue blood basketball pedigree. He has immediately made himself a key cog in their rotation. I'm told the Rockets have high hopes for Reed Sheppard for years to come.
A lot on his plate, without question. Thank you for the update, Shams.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
From deep, Wall. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to Green. Shoots over Dosunmu, and the jumper is on the mark. Green's got 4 points in the quarter.
And what you just love about Green, a guard who works with or without the ball, can break you down in so many ways.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Sheppard, the pass to Şengün. Here's Green. Green missing again.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
To the inside. Smith, no luck.
Oh, you gotta finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
The Rockets trail. Up top, Eason. Defended by Dosunmu. Smith, the pass to Sheppard. From deep, Green. Monk grabs the board.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
And here's Wall outside. Nailed from three-point land. Wall's got 55.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now a timeout called by Houston. Houston making some changes. Jock Landale's checked in for Şengün. Whitmore comes in for Tari Eason. And Amen Thompson subbed in for Shepard. Horton Tucker's checked in for the Bulls. Pass to Smith. And some nice passing there by Houston. Smith sets the pick for Thompson. A crossover, and it's good on the layup. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
It helps that Thompson can score with either hand close to the bucket. Defenders can't force him to one side or the other.
And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Houston. Here's Landale. .46 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Such a wide open look. Green's got 7 points here in this quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Wall, that's a two-pointer. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Wall against Thompson. Green inside the three-point line. They get it again. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That's his first foul.
Third team foul. On the floor for the Bulls.
17 seconds left to play in the third. White against Green. Just 4 to shoot. Plays it up and banks it in. Green's got 9 points now in just the second half. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
And coming back from the break, he set the record for points in a season last quarter.
Arguably, this is the greatest offensive season in NBA history. He's been consistently unreal all year. No one has scored more in an NBA season. How incredible is that?
The post pair form, it'll be Smith and Şengün. Thompson is out there with Harris. And it's Whitmore in at the 3, the small forward. It's the 5 for Houston right now. The trade. And got it! Another basket. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Pass to Şengün. Harris outside. Thompson with it. Back to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
Well, he's not just a shooter. Harris is also adept at getting inside and finishing at the rim.
From deep, Wall. And the Bulls, another 3.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's Smith. Basket good.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Chicago trailing here. Outside, Wall. From outside, off the mark.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And Şengün throws it down. Here's Wall. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Houston. Smith's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Thompson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Josh Giddey.
And with his move.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Şengün. Easton passes to Green. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside, Wall. Good header from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Outside, Green. Over Wall. Out to Brooks. From past the arc. It's all in by the Bulls. To the wing right side. Here's the 3. And Wall gets it to go in on the assist from Giddey. And it's an 8-point Bulls lead.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
And Wall. Here we go now.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Here's Green. Rebound by Smith. Smith's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. From deep, Wall hands it from downtown. Wall's got the lead up to 10 now for the Bulls.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking them down, you might as well keep riding.
Houston making a switch. Thompson's checked in. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, guys. Well, during the break, I was able to catch the message Houston's coach gave to his team. He had some pros and cons. He said, I like our play inside. But what's happening at the arc, fellas? We got to start making some shots. He needs more production from the outside. Guys?
All right, thank you, David. Cleans it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 12.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Here's Thompson. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. Hey, Coach, one area the Bulls can struggle with, defending the outside shot.
Yeah, Kevin, they've been very poor the last few seasons on that front. Not closing out, missing assignments. It's strange because they were once elite in that regard under Donovan.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces, as it appears it'll be a nice win here for the Bulls.
And they're fully in control now, but there were some tense moments, I thought, for them throughout this game.
Listen, they certainly weren't coasting, despite what the score looks like. I love the way they came together, though, when everything started to look a little dire and really put the hammer down.
And these guys have played very well this season, and this win tonight, guys will push their win column up to 55.
No doubt they came in very motivated to win this one and finish the season series at a game apiece.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance from Wall.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
Wall against Thompson. For the three. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in an NBA game all time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. They get the rebound. Stolen by Thompson. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you later.
Bettina.
How tired are you after setting this record?
I could score all night, you know. I'm not tired at all, you know. Scoring buckets while thousands of people are cheering for you and against you. I'm not tired at all, Bettina. Michelle.
What's your favorite way to score?
The more spectacular, the better. You know, anyone can score, but can you do it so well that it's entertainment? I don't know, Michelle. Thank you.
Man, MP, you're a cheat code.
MP just broke the game. Most points scored in a single season.
Excellent quote tonight, MP. That's sure to win you some fans.
Huh? Michael who? MP is the best scorer on the planet. No excuses.